Hey guys, welcome. It's Steve from SinsHardware.com. Today I'm going to give you a look of how to use App Bios, and I'm doing a review on the B75M D3H motherboard. It's a small business advantage motherboard by GIGABYTE. Here's the web page for it on the GIGABYTE website. It's part of GIGABYTE's stable model, and that means that the board is built for ultimate stability for a small business package. So there's a lot of cool features that come with this, such as small business advantage, and that allows one to do a lot of things like block different USB devices, monitor different software applications, such as security suites like Norton, which is actually included. PC Health Center right here, you can do Windows updates, defragmentation, delete temporary internet files, delete cookies, and you can schedule those tasks. Energy Saver will turn off and turn back on your computer at designated times during the week, and you can set that all up here, and all these things are pretty cool. Data backup and restore scheduling here, and the USB blocker I showed you before. So that's small business advantage. There's also some Intel management software here, and you can figure all that out if you buy this board. It comes with a lot of cool features that are good for business clients, and even if you're not a business user, there are some features on there that are actually really useful. So first, let's take a look at App Bios, because I want to show people how to do this, because a lot of people are scared of updating their BIOS. But there's nothing to be worried about here. As you see here, it says dual Uefi Bios on the B75 series, and that is for real. There are two actual BIOS chips on this board, so if you fail updating your BIOS, the backup will come back and help you restore your system. So let's close out. You want to close out of everything you're not using before you do this. I've also downloaded the BIOS, and I like to download the BIOS first from the website. That's just me. I've already installed that BIOS through here, download that off the website, and also download the latest BIOS for the B75M D3H, which is BIOS S4. You click the file that it comes in. It's a 7-zip file. You hit run, and it's actually where you want to extract to. I just save the same folder in the downloads. So here we go. It comes with a bunch of other files as well, but you don't need those. You just need the BIOS file. Here it's called B75M D3H.F4, and so that's the BIOS. I'm just going to drag it to my desktop so I can point the program at it. Now I go to Start All Programs, and the GIGABYTE App BIOS installs into the GIGABYTE folder right here. So I hit App BIOS, hit yes. And so it asks me, App BIOS will automatically terminate some programs such as EasyTune, etc. Do you want to continue? I've already terminated those, so I press OK. So it caught my board, and it caught the size of the BIOS. And I just want to say here, update BIOS from GIGABYTE server? No, I don't want to do that. Update BIOS from file? Yes, I want to do that. You can also save current BIOS to file and learn about App BIOS. So I update from a file, go to my desktop, and I found the BIOS right here. Now I double clicked it, and it says the screen will freeze for a few seconds while updating the BIOS. Do you want to update the BIOS? Okay. So I'm updating the BIOS right now. Here you can see reading at 100%. Now the mouse is freezing a little bit intermittently like the program said it would. And so it's going fine. Writing 64%. Everything is going well. So it's going 68%. The writing isn't consistent. It goes slower towards the end a little bit and then speeds up in certain sections. I'm guessing that's how it works, but everything is working well. I do have some mouse control here, but you definitely don't want to end App BIOS, and you don't want to shut down the system. So actually I think it would be better if the mouse just froze, but instead it's just intermittently freezing back and forth while it writes and reads to the BIOS. So it's erasing and writing at the same time. Usually when you do a DOS flash of the BIOS, it'll write and then it'll erase and then write, but here with App BIOS it does write and erase at the same time. I guess to speed things up. Alright, updated BIOS complete. I have full restoration of my mouse functionality. BIOS update complete. You must restart your system to take new changes, so I say restart now. So my system is restarting, and then we should go into the BIOS and see how it worked. Alright, so my system shut down. Now it should try to start up again and then shut down and then not start up and then shut down again and then start up. That's what it does after these Z77 BIOS changes. Yeah, there we go. And now it'll start up and boot up. I have no doubts about that. So I'm also going to show you where to go to do right after you update your BIOS. There's something that you should always do after you update your BIOS. See, toolbox come up. You press delete to enter your BIOS. This is the Uefi. It's a pretty cool Uefi. See, I'm at BIOS up on version F4 now. Now, what you want to do first thing is go all the way to the save and exit menu, and then you want to hit load optimize defaults. You load them, yes. And then once they're loaded, you want to press F10 to save and exit. And you want to always load optimize defaults, as that's very important. And make sure the system is doing everything right and everything is good. Everything here should be in correct order. I have 2 SATA drives here. Actually, yeah, I just have 1 SATA drive, and then I also have a drive on my CD-ROM or DVD-ROM, and then I have a Photo Smart printer. And so I'm just gonna say, yeah, that's my first boot. It already caught that as the first boot. It catches this as the boot because it has a boot sector in it, and the BIOS knows that. So if you plug in 2 drives with both boot drives, it'll default to one of them as boot and the other one won't boot. So it'll catch that. SATA mode selection by default's IDE. I like to change that to HCI, but that's up to you really. And then my memory. Right now I have 16 gigabytes of memory in there. Alright, running at 1333. I'm just going to run that on its XMP at 2133. I can actually go higher than that, but I'm just going to stay at 2133. You really don't need to run at that. I just do because I can. PC health status, everything is good. I can hit my CPU fan to be on silent, and that's what I like to do. So let me F10 and save. And the system should boot and everything should be fine. Well, I don't want people to be afraid of updating their BIOS. There's a very good way to update BIOS, and there's not a very good way to update BIOS. Many users are afraid of doing it because of prior experiences where the system crashes. But with this system, you really don't have to worry about it. Alright, now we're back in the BIOS. My memory is at 2133 on 16 gigabytes. So everything is good. So right now I just want to take a look at something else. Yes, I want to show you how to update your BIOS. See, you have a mouse control in the BIOS right here. And so you want to go over to QFlash here, or you just want to hit F8. I'm just going to click it. Enter QFlash utility, yes. QFlash is going to allow you to update from drive, save BIOS to drive, or exit QFlash. You want to update from a drive. I don't think I have a drive plugged in here. Yeah, no drive plugged in, so I can't do it. But you just go to update to drive, and all you need is that same file, just a .f4 or .whatever BIOS version, and then it'll just update the same way as it did through Windows. Doing through BIOS is a little bit more stable, though. Alright, so if you have any more questions or concerns, please let me know at cinhardware.com. Thank you for watching today, and I hope you have good luck updating your BIOS.